Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Derek here, or if you know me by my online tag, it's Derek. So before we get started here, I'm just going to introduce that this is going to be the first part into potentially a 12-part series called the Secret Strats. And first we're going to start it off with Yoshi. So some of the stuff in this video you might already know. If so, that's awesome. If not, maybe there's some new stuff that can help you out, in which case that is awesome. Or if I'm missing anything, just comment it somewhere, just so we can help out all of the Yoshi players out there. Alright, so just before we get started, I'm going to categorize... Oh, look at that. Oh. So just... It is still going. Oh, okay, there we go. So just before we get started, I'm going to categorize attacks into 3 different categories. There's going to be offensive attacks, neutral attacks, and then defensive or retreating attacks. And offensive attacks, these are going to be all like primarily aerial based. So let's say an offensive attack, for instance, will be one where you're pushing forwards towards them the entire time, so like this. So your intentions are to hit the person. That could be one. This neutral air could be one. Forward air, back air, either way, your intentions are to hit the player and you're pushing forward basically the entire time. And then there's going to be neutral attacks, so one where your intentions are not to hit the other person, but more so bait them in. So around this distance or so that way they think that they can maybe run in for a grab, or they can hit you because you're landing close, but then you can counter them maybe with a parry or whatever. The options are endless. You can kind of choose at that point what you're going to do after. And then there's defensive moves. So one where you're basically around this zone. So that way you're protecting the space that you're in. So if he was to fully sprint in, he'll get hit with a back air. Or retreating. So basically if they're chasing you and you jump backwards and then throw out an attack. So that's going to be retreating in defensive. And then neutral is going to be kind of around this zone. And then offensive is going to be ones where you're actually pushing to hit them. Okay, so the Yoshi secret strat number 1. So this is going to be kind of Yoshi's bread and vegan butter, especially in this matchup. So what's going to happen in this matchup a lot of the time is foxes are going to sit back with their lasers, in which case what you're going to want to do, you can just duck their lasers. A lot of the time the fox will get impatient and they'll want to do one of those offensive attacks that I was talking about. So whether it be they run in for a short hop forward air or a drill, they're going to want to do something like that to initiate the play, if you're sitting there ducking a lot of the time. So what you're going to want to do, this works for so many different things too. Like they could be attacking from here, here, either way. What you're going to want to do is duck, and this is the bread vegan butter here. It surprisingly works a lot. You're basically just going to jump back and then forward with a forward air. So you're going to counter attack them. So that's a huge thing in this game, is counter attacks. So that way you know where they're going to land, and then you can hit them. So as soon as they jump forward, if you see them jump with a mid-range or a short hop, just jump back, jump forward, and hit them with a forward air. And this will usually start the up tilt.
This could be a shield break. It is.
Alright, so next thing we're going to do is, let's say you countered their approach, you did your jump back, jump forward, forward air, and then you started your up tilts. And there's a lot of different directions you can go after that. So one being that. So how you do that, you're going to do your counter approach, forward air, up tilt combo. And then you can start your short hop up airs, and this is another bread and vegan butter for Yoshi, to be able to do that. So I claw the controller, some people slide, just practice that, and be able to do it pretty quick too, so that way if they're at lower percents you can still start the combo. But basically once you start doing those, if you're in between, let's get Fox back up there for view sakes. So, oops, Xbox controller. So if they're in between the platforms, let's say here, or if you're up airing them and they're around here, so anywhere in between the platforms, that's when you can set up to do around mid percent, so you got to keep an eye on that. So if they're like 40, 50, 60, it will usually work. where you can short hop them and then do your reverse back air and then go spike them. So again, if you do your up airs, you counter their approach, up tilt, up airs, and if they're in between the platforms, just do a reverse back air and then spike them.
Great, but then he wasn't able to hit the up smash. Ooh, ooh.
Okay, secret strat number 2. So all you're going to do when you get your hit, whether it be a defensive move that they ran into, or like a neutral space move that you used as bait, offensive, counterattack, whatever you did, as soon as you get your hit, you're going to do your up tilt, and then you're going to do your up airs, and then you're just going to up smash them off, and that'll spook them. So then you can run over for an egg, and you're going to want to throw that high, so that way you can catch their jump, and then get your edge guard.
Wizrobe's very good at comboing Kirby. I think Captain Falcon, you know, he's having a lot of trouble getting back to the stage.
That's true. Wizzy is just touch.
Secret strat number 3, this is another combo. So it's relative to the platform, so if you hit them up there, or they were already there, what you're going to do, there's basically one of 2 options from here. That's one of them. So if they're DIing towards the middle, or you just hit them and they wound up being over there, that's one of your options to do your up airs. Do a stick jump neutral air, and then you can up tilt up smash them. So the next option you have is if they're not going towards the center stage, if they're in the middle of this platform or towards the outside, you can do your up airs. And then you can do your short hop neutral air to a spike. And this works very frequently. If they're at a lower percent though, what you're going to have to do is do your neutral air to a forward tilt to spike, or a neutral air to a double jab, or a second hit jab, and then to spike as well.
Want to see lots of down airs and lasers. Shine's not the best in this matchup. And
okay, so the next secret strat is against lighter characters, so like Kirby, Pikachu, Samus, Luigi, Mario, Jigglypuff, and even Ness. With these characters, instead of getting your up tilt right after you get a hit, you're going to want to chain more aerial attacks, and then either look for a dash attack or a forward tilt. And it's important after you get your first hit that your follow-up aerial should be a neutral air. So just think instead of doing the up tilt, you're just going to do a neutral air instead.
Though I thought that was a little early. And Wizrobe take.
Alright, so since we got some of the secret strats out of the way, it's time for just some quick tips. So instead of just Z-canceling normally, if you're playing a character that's grab heavy, especially against Falcons, you're going to want to do the parry instead of the normal Z-cancel. So you should get into a habit of when you Z-cancel to do the parry by holding it for a split second longer. Okay, next quick tip is the egg recovery. So you're going to want to get your timing down so when you're getting back to the stage, when you swoop low, you're going to want to be able to throw an egg and then cover yourself while you grab the ledge. So this is a really good recovery. It could be a great mix-up. And a lot of the time, if you DI down into the ledge and you're about to get, let's say, maybe Pikachu F-smashed while you're doing it, you usually pop up right above the ledge. So if you DI down into it, you'll just pop up and over and land back on the stage as well. So do your egg toss and then DI down into the stage while you do it. Alright, so the next quick tip I have is the perfect platform landing. And this is really useful when the characters are at a higher percentage and your up tilt launched them too high up and you won't be able to get a good follow-up. So you just want to get up there and up smash them. Or if you forward air them into the ground and their percents are too high and you can't quite reach them with an up air to kill them, but if you had that perfect landing and you get it fast enough, then you could actually get up there with an up air. Next quick tip is if you're getting hit to DI up, and then once you get your super armor jump to either neutral air or down air.
a nice parry. Oh, he parries the up air. Down B. Oh.
Up smash out of shield is good too.
Back air is alright. You need to be.
Also, down B can be good to edge guard Yoshi.
Gets punished. Uh-oh. Oh.
If they have their shield up and you hit their shield, you could either grab them.
The double taunt afterwards.
Pushing them off the ledge can be good too. But you don't want to keep hitting them or else they're going to pop off of the ledge and then hit you. So what you want to do is just walk them off of the edge and then you have the ability to hit them. So my last quick tip, it's kind of a goofy one. I've only used it once ever, I think. So when you slide your thumbs at the right tempo across the C buttons, you can double jump into the ground. And there's a small window where this can actually be used. So you can use it to stop your sprint, and it's faster than shield stopping. So let's say Falcon's right here, and I wanted to chase him down for a forward tilt instead of shield stopping and forward tilting. You can actually do the double jump into the ground and then forward tilt. Alright guys, that about does it. If there's any other character that you want me to do, let me know. If I missed anything in this video, just like throw it in the comments or let me know if I missed anything, so that way we can help out all the other Yoshi players. Alright, so so I hope you guys liked the video, and I'll see you next time with the next character. Who will it be? You don't know. I don't know. We'll find out. Ooh! Ho, ho, ho. Taunt kick. Bye guys.